32 square plus 64 square. Add the squares of number without using calculator. So let's try some of the methods. So 32 can be written as 2 to the power 5 and then whole square, and 64 is 2 to the power 6 whole square. Now we have an identity where a raised to the power m and whole to the power n is equal to a m times n. So this becomes 2 raised to the power 5 and whole to the power 2 means 2 to the power 10 plus 2 to the power 12. Again, this is 2 to the power 10. We can write this 2 to the power 12 as 2 to the power 10 plus 2. Again, we have an identity where a raised to the power m plus n is equal to a to the power m times a to the power n. So we can write it as 2 to the power 10 plus 2 to the power 10 times 2 to the power 2. Now 2 to the power 10 and 2 to the power 10, we can take it as common. So 2 to the power 10, 1 plus 2 to the power 2 is 4. So this is 5 times 2 to the power 10, or we can write it as 5 times 2 to the power 9 times 2 to the power 1. Again we use this identity. We wrote 2 to the power 10 as 2 to the power 9 plus 1 and then expanded it as 2 to the power 9 times 2 to the power 1. Now this 5 and this 2 is 5 times 2 is 10. So 10 times 2 to the power 9 and 2 to the power 9 is 512. So answer is 5120. So this is one method. Another method is that we use the algebraic expression. For example, we have here 32 square plus 64 square. So if we consider a is equal to 32 and b is equal to 64, then it is a square plus b square, and if we add plus 2ab and minus 2ab, then there will be no difference. Now it is in the form of a square plus b square plus 2ab minus 2ab is a plus b whole square minus 2ab. So this is 32 plus 64 whole square minus 2ab. A is 32 into 64. 32 plus 64 is 96. So 96 square. 2 times 32 is 64. So this is 64 times 64. So this is 64 square. Now again this is in the form of a square minus b square, which is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So this is 96 plus 64 times 96 minus 64, or 96 plus 64 is 160 and 96 minus 64 is 32. Now 32 times 16 is equal to 512 and you write 0. So 5120 is your answer. Now there is one more method. If you know the trick to find the squares of the number, I have already made a video on this. You have 32 square plus 64 square. Okay, so we can find the square of any two digit number in just few seconds. So if you have to find the square of 32, then we write the square of 2, so it is 04. Square of 3 is 09. Now multiply these two digits. 3 times 2 is 6 and then multiply it to 2. 6 times 2 is 12. Leave one space and write 12 and add the numbers. 4, 2, 9 plus 1, 10. So square of 32 is 1024. Same way you can find the square of 64. So write square of 4 is 16 and square of 6 is 36. Since 16 is already a two digit number, so no need to write 0. Now multiply the digits. 6 times 4 is 24 and 24 times 2 is 48. Add it, 4096. So square of 64 is 4096. Add these numbers. Here is your answer, 5120. So if you know how to calculate the squares of number, if you know this technique, you can easily find the answer in just few seconds. Else you can use this method if you don't have to use calculator. For more such videos, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.